Even make a way in your dry places and rivers in your desert. Where you think it's so dry, where you think you don't even have a drink of water. He said he's going to make a way in your wilderness and some rivers in your desert. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. We got to change what we're doing, whether we got to change where we're located, whatever we need to move. Because there is a transition process that you go through when you go to destiny. Transition, it requires that you will persevere. See, sometimes we don't want to persevere. We don't want to persevere. We get tired along the way. When you persevere and you just hanging on in there in spite of the opposition that you may come up against. Now, it doesn't matter if you get discouraged. Remember David, he encouraged himself when everybody was against him, when they wanted to stone him. Well, how do you encourage yourself in the Lord when you're going through transition? You got to remember what he said. He said, I will never leave you. I will never forsake you. So let me tell you, you don't go through just one wilderness experience. See, your wilderness experience is going to make you. Whether you believe that or not, you cannot bypass it. So when you find yourself in a dry place, that is our time to reach out to him. Say, God, why am I here? What are you trying to do with me in this wilderness? When they were on their way to the wilderness, now they had some, through the wilderness, they had some breakthroughs. You're going to have some breakthroughs in the wilderness. You know, you'll just get a little spurt or something. Dude, when they were going through the wilderness, they had something to eat. Remember how he provided the manna for them? They had something to eat. They had water. They had protection for the enemy. But they were still on that journey through the wilderness. But the wilderness was not their destiny. It's not your destiny. Why? Why do you find yourself in a wilderness sometime? It said that in Deuteronomy, it tells why that it says that you shall earnestly remember all the way which the Lord your God led you these 40 years in the wilderness, to humble you and to prove you, to know what was in your mind and heart, whether you would keep his commandment or not. That's from the Amplified Version, Deuteronomy 8:2. So you to know what was in your mind and your heart, whether you would keep his commandments or not. So sometimes we're in the wilderness, that is when we are proven to see what we're going to do, see if we're going to give up, see if we're going to walk in faith. Be strong, be very courageous. And he repeatedly said that. And he's saying that to you. Be strong, be of a good courage. It does not matter what is before you, you can cross it. He said, allow me to make a way in the desert for you. Allow me to make a way in the desert for you. When you go in and you think you don't have nothing to drink, but God said, allow me to do that for you. Just allow me to do it. As you transition, he has somewhere that he wants to take you. And it's at a place where we can be closer with him, where we can love him, where we can receive all the promises. He said, let me do that for you.